Hey everybody, this is Cherokee Edwards from Cherokee Edwards Inspires, where we're going to have shows here to talk about life, to talk about what makes your life special, what makes it better, and everybody working together, because together everyone achieves more. Acronym for the word team. Stay tuned and let's get it on. Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of the Cherokee Edwards Inspires, the champion within on you guys. I am sitting here with the beautiful leader of Millie's Nails, the beautiful Jamise Edwards. How are you today?
I am good. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you know I gotta have you on here. You know I gotta have the Queen of Glitter on here. Well, today's a little interesting. Jamise obviously is, the queen of SeaTac as well. But today we're going to talk about your nails and this gift that God has given you for the past 25 years plus of making people's nails beautiful. I think that it's really time to showcase that ability alongside of your modeling and things that you do. But I want to focus on your nails today. So how do you feel? First of all, how did you get started doing nails?
I actually started because this had to have been back towards the end of high school, actually. And I went to a nail salon and the guy messed my nails up so bad, like hitting my cuticles. And it was like a whole scene. So I said, you know what? I'm going to teach myself how to do them. I think I can do it. And this was before YouTube and everything. So I just went and got some supplies and just went off of what they were using and went on and tried to do them. And then I got some volunteers that allowed me to, kind of butcher their hands up a little bit as well at first while I was learning, but they stayed with me and here we are.
Wow. Well, I know one thing, you have so many satisfied customers. Obviously, I'm a little biased because I get a chance to see them coming from all walks of life, coming down here. I think one of the best things that I've seen you do is that personal touch, the service that you give, the one-on-one where, people don't have to go through the assembly line of going to the nail salon. There's nothing wrong with it, but because obviously you go and get your nails done every once in a while. But I also watch you do your nails, and it's amazing that you can take both hands and make them both look exactly the same. So tell me, I know what inspired you to do it, changing the way they did your nails. And do you really get a joy out of doing people's nails?
I do. It brings my heart so much joy to just be able to take the time and do their nails and see how happy they are after they're done. And to the point where I'm like, man, I need to do mine over. Those look good. So yes, I love it.
So when you do nails, are you actually using, someone else's vision, or do you use your creative juices on your own, or do you mix the two?
I was going to say it's actually a mix. I see designs online. I'm like, man, I think I'm going to try that. And sometimes people will see them and they'll send me designs to try to do. I think they're trying to test my skills.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it's a combination. So it's a little bit of things I come up with, a little bit of what I see. And honestly, in the end, it's just whatever happens when I'm in the moment.
Okay. Now, I've seen you do all 4 seasons. I've seen you do nails for bridal parties and the bride themselves. Do you do males? Do you see yourself? I know you've done my nails once or twice, but do you see yourself wanting to do males' hands as well, or do you want to focus on the women?
My focus is honestly, I can't say it's just women nail, but it's anyone that's interested in doing like acrylic nails. That's my specialty.
Okay.
I can do manicures, I can do gel, but my specialty is acrylic. So everything acrylic, whether it's embedded designs or, 3D designs, anything dealing with that, I am completely comfortable with.
Okay. And I know that, your specialty is manicure. You're not real excited about the pedicure side of things.
Not really into feet. I save those for people that don't mind doing doing pedicures.
Right. Well, the great thing about that is you're so good at doing the hands, and I know that if you decide to really push this further, you could always involve a pedicure specialist.
Yes.
We spoke about that before. Let me ask you a question. What is the number of clients that you would really like to give this personalized super service that I call it?
Okay, so right now I want to be able to focus on, having a very specialized clientele. I don't want a lot of people because, like you said, I do like to give time and dedication. I don't want anyone to feel rushed. So honestly, I'm just looking for about 10 right now, and then we'll kind of see how it goes. Not everybody gets them done every 2 weeks.
Right.
Some people just want them for special occasions. I can work them in.
Right.
But yeah, 10 dedicated clients that I can call my own would be amazing.
Okay. Now, and I've seen you go as far as Richmond to do nails, and I've also seen you go as far as Hampton to do nails.
Right.
But I've also seen people come to you. What is it that you would prefer? I know that you specialize in the one-on-one appointments,
Yes.
which I think is special. But would you prefer them come to you, or does it even matter?
I would say just for comfort and for setup purposes, if they came to me, that would be wonderful. Everything's already here and set. However, I can come to them on occasion. I will find out exactly what they want to have done, what they need, and I can bring just those things. So that way it's not a whole lot of items to tote around.
Right.
I am fully stocked.
Okay. So, and obviously for doing this for over 2 decades, at any point in time, you could take this extremely serious to the point where, it is its own entity.
Yes.
Is that something that you are looking to do now? Or, if this 10, let's say this 10 grows to 20, 20 grows to 40, 40 grows to 60. Can you see yourself expanding it at all? Or would you really just want to stay for, the foreseeable future at 10?
I believe that it could expand. I want to start with 10 just to make sure it's comfortable, that I'm not leaving anyone out or behind. But I can see it expanding. I could.
Okay. So you see yourself scaling the business if, in the right format.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Now, as far as the way you select, the clientele, is there any group of, nail techs or say someone that likes a certain type of nails? Obviously you like the acrylic, right? But I know you can do all things with them because I've seen you do them before. So is there something that, what is your best design? What is your favorite to do?
As far as designs, I guess kind of tying it in with what you said about the client, it's hard to choose. Someone that would just let me be free with the designs. When they just sit there like, do whatever you want to do, because then my creativity can flow. They bring me a design. I feel a little restricted because now it's the pressure of trying to match up this picture with what I can actually do, but it can be done. But yeah, if they just come to me and they're just like, okay, these are the colors I want, go for it. That's the best one. And they're not rushed for time. They want that quality, that specialist. Then that's usually the ones that's like a good match.
All right. Tell me some of the things that you would say right off the bat makes you unique when it comes to doing nails. Like, what makes you different from the nail salons?
I would say just the fact that I care. I care about the outcome. I care about your experience. I don't want you to be hurt the whole time or worried. Is she going to cut me? Is she going to nick me with the file? That kind of things. I want it to the point where I've had people actually take a nap while I'm doing their nails. So that kind of comfort really makes me feel good.
Right. Okay. So, well, I'm going to take a break for our sponsors to give their feedback in, and we'll be back in a moment.
If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
All right, Jamise. Well, we are back.
Okay. Thank you.
So we know what inspired you to do nails.
Yes.
We know that you have a passion for it, and we know you're amazing at it. I always tell people, the reason why I know that it's a gift of yours is because you didn't have to go through a lot of pain to make people's nails beautiful. So it's like it seems effortless when you're doing it. So you can see that there's a passion behind it. You can see that there's a way that you enjoy doing things, and like you say, being creative, doing it the way you want it. How many out of, let's just say we got 10 clients there, right?
Okay.
And they come to you, say, every 2 weeks to get their nails done. When you do these type of scenarios, do you give any discounts, or do you let them refer, and do you want them to refer people to you?
Yes. I actually want to reward people for sharing me with them. With, again, with the exception of not going too far out of my range for clientele. I don't want to oversaturate, and I can't get to everybody. I don't want to be able to miss out on my original special clients. So definitely, if they refer somebody, there's a bridal shower, a wedding, whatever may be going on, prom. If we have one this year.
Right.
But yeah, definitely. I'll have a reward program, so if they refer somebody and they come and get their nails, and I'm going to knock something off, their next nail appointment, because I appreciate it.
Right.
Absolutely.
And it'd be nice if they just tip you too, because I mean, it's like I've seen you go out of your way, So I mean, and again, that goes back to the level of clientele.
Yes.
And I'm going to do my best, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to have you on the podcast. I want to do my best to get you, the kind of clientele that you could be happy to do their nails and understand that they appreciate you.
Yeah.
I think that's very, very important. I know that, we're discussing some special additives and arrangements to make it even better and more comfortable for your personal clients.
Yes.
All right. Yes. So tell me some of the things that you're involved in, other, besides the norm and the obvious, but what are you thinking of doing, pushing this forward?
I would say, taking the step and doing this with you is a great way to do that. So thank you so much again for having me. Just being more observant of people as I'm out looking at them, because there's certain people's nails I'll look at and I'm like, man, I would love to do their nails. So I'm going to start giving them a card and let them know I'm here.
Right.
And whatever happens, and just go from there. Just kind of letting people know. I already have pictures and things out on Facebook and Instagram, but maybe dedicating a little bit more time to pushing that and getting people to share.
Okay. And obviously with that, how can people get in touch with you? How can they see your work?
Okay, so, man, what is my name? Okay, so on Instagram, I believe it's just Jamise Edwards. On Instagram, I believe that's how you can find me there. And on Facebook, again, Jamise Edwards is the way to look me up there. So,
okay,
yeah, definitely.
Now, Millie's World of Nails.
Yes.
I know that's what you've been going by. That's what's on business cards.
Yes.
Is that the ongoing? You don't. Yes. Okay, good. Yes, so you're sold on that.
I am. It's a great feeling. I love saying Millie's World of Nails. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
Definitely.
Awesome. So if let's say clients that are staying in the resorts and hotels, are you willing to go to their condo and do their nails?
Yes. If they come into any of the local resorts and hotels, definitely.
Okay.
I can definitely set it up and come to them. I actually did that for a client that came from Washington, D.C. And I went over and met her at her resort and did her nails right there, right before she went out to the movies.
Oh, that was amazing. That's amazing. So I can tell you guys, listeners, it's the convenience and the service and the love that goes with that. And that goes with anything, whether it's a hairdresser, a mechanic, a doctor, anything that requires a personal touch to it. It might be something that we need to look into more often, especially in times like these. You have this coronavirus going on, and not to make light of it, but I think that this is designed for people to come together. This is also designed for people to stop, look, and listen for a moment and get back to what matters most with is the personal touch. Would you agree with that?
I definitely agree. Definitely.
All right. So I tell you what, we're going to do the very best we can do. Those 10 people they're going to come on board fast. So I can promise you that there's a lot of people that are in the works right now for you, not just yourself, but other people. And guys, just really go on that Instagram and Facebook post and take a look at the large selection of nails that she does, the wide range that she offers.
Yes.
And the price, you're not going to beat it, especially when you account for the personalized touch, the anti rotary system, not to knock salons, but ladies, what you go through when you go to nail salons. And it's night and day different. If I hadn't seen it for myself, I would really be quiet about this, and I wouldn't want to put Jamise, who's my queen, out there to run into a buzzsaw or problem. So this is something that you guys can get behind, and I think that everybody should try at least once. And I think it only takes once. Once you try one time, you're hooked. So is there anything that you're welcome. Is there anything that you want to make the audience aware of? Anything that you're coming up with, or anything that you're planning on?
I would just say that honestly, I just look forward to working with whoever is ready to come on and work with me. So
right. So how soon can people make appointments with you?
They can actually make them. You can message me on Facebook or and Instagram, and I can set it up as early as next week. Depending on the situation. But yeah.
And you have protective measures that you've taken to make sure that they're. So explain that a little bit. What would you do for a client that would come to you, say, next week, and we're still going through some things?
I know, because of all this craziness, we would definitely just have a mask on, both of us, for protection, just in case. And I keep everything very sanitized, very clean. And as a matter of fact, everybody has their own individual files that I keep for them. That way it's just for them. But everything's kept clean, so you can feel comfortable to know you're okay.
Okay. All right. Well, I tell you what, I'm just trying to think of some things that I've heard over, because I've heard the horror stories, and it makes me really happy that you've, thought about venturing into this, full bore, because, since the beginning of time, I've been hearing females talk about how agitated they can be going in the salons, and how the techs seem to talk to them as if they were just a piece of meat in different languages or different situations, and like, just hurry up and get them in and get them out, So I think that this is a really good niche in your world, in that field of cosmetology, and getting things beautiful.
Definitely. You've got the either the long wait, or they don't know how to do something you want them to do, or like you said, they're rushing you out, or they have 3 different people. One will do your nails, one will paint them, one will design them, so you don't know who you're going to get. Yeah, it can be kind of crazy.
Right. And I know that in a little bit more of a detail, as I've studied working with you for a bit, that ladies, you guys are charged for like little much to every single thing that's done to your nails. Talk about that a little bit, because I think the audience needs to know the difference, because that also makes you, to me, you very unique.
That is true. Thank you. I didn't think about that. Yes. As you know, if you get your nails done, you're charged for like glitter or designs, rhinestones. Every little thing is kind of an additional cost. So what I do is I give you a better selection. So I'll give you the price, but it includes, up to 2 colors immediately. It also can include like a design on one nail, depending on what it is. You're going to get that with it. I want you to not be, charged for everything. I don't charge for having your nails cut back just because they grew out, which obviously they're going to do. I don't charge extra for shaping them. I want to make sure that you're getting a very good value for the price. So that's one of the ways that I try to help out.
Okay.
Of course, if you come with something very detailed, it is going to be an extra charge, but you're saving money and all those other little things that you don't have to pay for.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I sure enough, I'm going to do whatever I can do to help you push this. And hopefully you guys, and those of you that are listening and the many that have had their nails done, because like I said, some of you have come from as far as Richmond, and she's come to Richmond and do your nails. And some of you live in Hampton and Newport News, which is 35 miles out to 50 miles out.
Yes.
You know who you are. And I think that it's time to back her and really celebrate time with, and build the business. When you know that somebody's good to you, be good to them too, and make sure that you refer. That's the best reward you can give, is not just a compliment to somebody for doing a great job on your nails, but give them a referral.
Definitely.
And don't be afraid to tip her. Don't be afraid to tip her. You tip other people at restaurants. I mean, come on.
I know. You'd be amazed at the people that are like, well, they have this price for doing your nails, so tip's already included. No, if you like it, go ahead and throw a little extra in there.
I agree. I agree. Well, everybody's not business owners, so or in business for themselves, so that they don't always know that. But it's nice for somebody else to say, hey, this is the way you keep somebody in business that's doing something you enjoy.
Right.
So, it's hard to find. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of people do what you do with the nails. I haven't. It's usually somebody's got to go to the nail salon and they have to make a day of it. And, and then once they get the nails done, they're pretty, they're beautiful. But if something gets chipped or if a nail lifts up, there's a situation where they go back and they got to get charged XYZ for what they do. And I've seen you look out for people like that. So
yes, definitely. I guarantee my work for at least 2 weeks. So if anything happens within that time frame, I will definitely fix it for you. Okay. Definitely, because I understand things happen. Now, unless you're out there wrestling and trying to do construction work with your nails, that's different. But
hey, sitting there climbing trees, clawing at trees.
Right.
All right. So, well, I'll tell you what, if you don't have anything that you want them to know other than that, I would love to have you back on and watch the stages of this growth as it is happening right before our eyes. And if you're out there listening, remember, she is going to stop at 10 consistent clients. She's after 10 great people. She's not after 100 or 1,000. She's after 10. And then whatever happens after that, we'll work on that later. But I think those 10 women will be very, very lucky and very appreciative of your skill set. So once again, I'd like to thank you, Jamise, for coming on with me today and giving me some time.
Thank you so much for your time, for this opportunity. I appreciate it.
All right, darling. Well, hey, you guys, we'll catch you later. Have a great day. Stay safe. Wash your hands.
Please.
Yeah. God bless all of us.